Artemis 2, launch readiness check. Verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC.
TC is go.
STC.
STC is go.
GTC.
C's go.
MCO.
TO is go.
Safety console.
Safety console is go.
LPE.
LPE's go.
RTD.
RTD's go.
Houston flight.
Houston flight is go.
ROC.
ROC is go.
And CDR.
Crew is go.
Copy that. Thank you, Reed. And Launch Director NTD, our launch team is ready to proceed at this time.
All right, NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my poll. Attention on the net. This is the launch director performing the final poll for launch. Verify no constraints and go for launch. EGS, Program Chief Engineer.
Artemis Chief Engineers are go.
Copy, thank you. EGS, Chief Safety Officer.
The Artemis CSOs are go.
Copy, thank you. Range weather.
Launch weather is go.
Thank you, LWO. And Artemis MMT Chair.
MMT's go.
Thank you, John. And Integrity Launch Director.
Good Airways Charlie PLT.
Good Airways Charlie PLT.
Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families.
MS1.
This is Christina. We are going for our teammates.
MS2. This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity. All right, Charlie, your Artemis 2 crew is go for launch. Full send.
I copy that. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. On this historic mission, you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go.
And NTD Launch Director.
And NTD Launch Director.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Launch Director.
Do you have a go?
Yes, sir.
Countdown.
You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Copy that. I'll put it in work. CDR, NTD.
Go.
Gear risers and initiate short purge per your EPROC 10.1.1, steps 8 and 9.
10.1.1, 8 and 9 going to work.
Copy. CVSE NTD, start and verify recordings of our Orion cameras.
Copy.
Okay. Well, there you heard it.
RSR NTD.
RSR.
They're getting ready to start terminal count.
ARM rotation enable at this time, please.
It's currently at T-minus 10 minutes.
Once we wrap up this last bit of work,
ARM rotation enable complete.
We're going to start that clock.
Copy that. Thank you.
Integrity crew, close and lock visors.
Good afternoon, Moonwakers.
You heard an issue, worked in real time with telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory. It was very short. They checked the data, confirmed that they had a good lock. This was with the S-band transmitter on the Orion. Worked through that issue, looked at the data, and cleared it. With the world watching.
Good afternoon, Moonwakers.
Impressive work by the launch team. So we have a 2-hour window, which starts in just a few minutes at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until 8:24 p.m. Eastern Time.
And ECL NTD will be waiting for your verification on the short purge. And ECL copies. And for all personnel, once we get that short purge verification, we'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be joining from.
ECL time estimate. ECL time estimate.
About a minute.
Copy.
So we're going into the launch window.
It looks like.
But not by much, it looks like.
Just wrapping up some final work. And once that's completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding
ask for the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start the clock.
The ground launch sequencer is an application
software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the firing room. Acts like a conductor of an orchestra, executing hundreds of commands in precise order and timing.
It's all autonomous.
Entity CCL212. Short purge initiation is verified.
All right, copy that, and we're verifying our constraints.
All right, and we're clear from cutouts. And with that, we're going to resume the clock momentarily. And CGLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
GLS copies. 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, mark. GLS mainline has been initiated.
Looks like they've restarted the timer, the countdown timer.
And that begins terminal count. Our new
T0 is 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now counting down to liftoff of Artemis 2.
From now on, you're going to hear two voices on the loops.
If everything goes nominally, NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding, who's directly managing the launch team, and Alex Bendelos, the GLS operator who closely monitors the software. He has the ability to stop and restart the countdown.
A lot of people ask about whether there's a launch button.
There certainly is not.
Flight and rock. Our new T0 is 223512.
Houston flight copies. 223512.
Affirm.
There you heard confirmation of the exact T0, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Again, our T0 is 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. But as I was saying, there's no launch button. This is autonomous. But there is a button that keeps you from launching, and that button allows the GLS operator to pause the countdown outside of terminal count and during terminal count and submit a hold to the next holding point. So the clock won't stop right away. If there's an issue, we'll go to the next stable holding point. This is how GLS configures the rocket and ground systems to a stable point where they can stop the countdown if that's needed. But right now, we are counting down. Our next big milestone, looking to retract the crew access arm.
GLS is go for crew access arm retract. GLS is go for crew access arm retract.
There you see the crew access arm moving away.
And there you see the crew access arm moving away.
So basically, NASA can start and stop the countdown as they wish.
That's the path that the astronauts
took to ingress into the rocket.
Until this point, that was their way off the pad. If they needed to evacuate.
But now with that arm retracting, the backup transitions to a launch abort system. And they'll begin arming that shortly.
This part is kind of cool. It's like a jetway, but for rockets.
Of course, the launch abort system, great shot there of the crew access arm retracting away. The launch abort system is the tower at the top, and that's what would pull Orion and its crew off the top of the rocket in case of an emergency, whether it's on the ground or in flight. This is critical safety hardware that protects the lives of the astronauts.
Starting at T-minus 6 minutes.
Starting at T-minus 6 minutes, the GLS will start bringing that and other high-energy systems online, starting with core stage pressurization.
Weather is 90% go. The range is
Weather is 90% go. The range is go.
Systems are go.
It's good that it went from 80% this morning to 90%.
GLS is go for core stage tank pressurization. GLS is go for core stage tank pressurization.
That means the replenish valve for the liquid hydrogen tank.
That means the replenish valve for the liquid hydrogen tank has now closed, and that tank is beginning to pressurize to flight levels because that hydrogen is naturally boiling inside the tank.
We'll get the liquid oxygen tank a little later in the count.
We'll get the liquid oxygen tank a little later in the
I
count.
would love to be there in person.
Now the team is waiting for verification that, if needed, the Artemis II crew could use the launch abort system to pull Orion safely off the top of the rocket in an emergency. Let's listen in for that call.
GLS verifies last capability available. GLS verifies last capability available.
And CDRD copy.
CDR copies, last available.
That's great news, and you heard the NTD verify that.
That's great news, and you heard the NTD verify that with the commander of the mission.
GLS is go for FTSR.
Now work is being done to arm the flight termination system. This is so the range safety can send a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay, so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts to safety first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check. That's so the cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all 4 of them, are in the proper temperature range for launch.
I'm trying to catch moments in which they're not speaking to make some commentary, but I'm very excited, and it sounds like the launch is a go.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units, high-speed turbines which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen.
I wonder how the astronauts are feeling.
Coming up in about 20 seconds, we're listening for go for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge of the 4 core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
Moving through the milestones. All is looking good. Coming up in just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbaling of the engines.
T-minus 3 minutes.
There are the 4 RS-25s, 3 of them Shuttle Heritage, 1 of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving. Now we're going to start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
GLS is go for upper stage internal power.
All right, power is removed from the rocket's upper stage, the ICPS, and it's been switched to battery. Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis 2 crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
It's great to have someone do commentary on all of the technical conversations happening in the background.
The rocket's core stage, which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power. There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
One minute.
Right now, the rocket does not know what the T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS, go for ALS.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket NASA has ever launched.
Ooh, there's a Lego set?
Sound
Oh,
suppression
you'll
wire
have
is
to
low.
share the link.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Liftoff.
Artemis 2 now bound for the
Wow.
moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch.
This is incredible.
Houston now controlling the flight of Integrity.
Switching camera views, getting some statistics on the screen.
Integrity, AMT high.
I would definitely be interested in getting the Artemis Lego set.
Integrity passes the Artemis diesel target milestone. Mission Control Houston sees good performance on board main engines. Space
Sky looks super blue.
Integrity.
I'm glad the weather settled down.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
I'm guessing the wind died down a little bit.
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, possibly on.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Fox Daily on.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis 2 mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour. Seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. We see throttle down. Confirm separation. Confirm separation. Guidance converged. Main engines throttling up, guidance converged.
There's going to be a lot of Instagram posts, TikToks tonight
Integrity, guidance converged, performance
on this
nominal,
launch.
upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
Integrity, SM priming complete. Integrity, SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state, ahead of service module fairing separation. 3 minutes into the flight. Integrity 49 miles. 3 minutes into the flight. Integrity 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange, now passing 5,000 miles per hour.
This view is beautiful. The camera view from the rocket. Oh, there goes the launch board.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison. Great view.
Copy jettison. Team Eco 8 plus 02.
We see the same on board, Stan. We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Look at that view. It's beautiful.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis 2, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
Can you imagine sitting there wondering whether or not you're going to launch, and then you get the go and you blast off? I can't imagine what that's like. Moonwaker says, I'd be terrified seeing it from the rocket, but I love it from here.
Integrity GPS processing. Integrity GPS processing.
This is the view they're seeing.
Outstanding, Stan. We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Bye, Moonwaker. Thanks for joining.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
Integrity 3 engine press. Integrity 3 engine press.
3 engine press. 3 engine press.
On time now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed. On time now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry Integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Did you catch that? They need 3 good engines, and right now we have 4. That's a good spot to be in.
Integrity looking good at 6 minutes. Integrity looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan. Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Friedling, expected at the 7-minute mark. Integrity 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown. Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. 6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight. Seven minutes of mission elapsed time. 7 minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time.
Imagine going 15,000 miles per hour.
About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
Getting ready for engine cutoff. Wow.
Integrity and nominal MECO core stage separated.
same on board, Stan. We see the same on board, Stan.
8 minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine. 8 minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the Inner Rim Cryogenic Propulsion Stage, or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. 9 minutes of mission elapsed time, integrity crew of Reed 9 minutes of mission elapsed time, integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
So it looks like now the SLS will separate from Orion.
Integrity Houston looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan, numbers for the pad. Copy that, Stan, numbers for the pad.
These are great graphics. Really helps to understand what's going on.
Now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes 50 seconds. That time being 49 minutes 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
Integrity, good, NEDS deploy. Integrity, good, NEDS deploy.
Copy that, Stan, good, NEDS. Copy that, Stan, good, NEDS.
Give us a camera view. I want to see what's going on.
And Integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
We copy that, Stan, halfway open. We copy that, Stan, halfway open.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman. Already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now, not as needed, they're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone. In the meantime, mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen will start some of the activation of environmental control life support systems. You may hear confirmation of their activation over the Orion to Earth communication network.
Houston, C3 aux power back in auto.
Copy C3 aux, and we're 2 minutes to maneuver.
I have to say, I've been following from this morning, and I really appreciate all of the graphics that NASA has put out. It's been really informational and beautiful, but just really thoughtful in how they've been sharing knowledge with the public.
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis 2 mission. They are beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent. Artemis 2 is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get Integrity into high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at the Kennedy Space Center. Very jealous to hear how the launch experience was over on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Gary, for people who are just joining us, welcome back to the Space Coast, where we just saw Artemis 2 lift off 14 minutes ago. And wow, what an amazing launch, and an emotional one too. As soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole, you had tears in your eyes, I had tears in my eyes, and we had all these people around us cheering. It was amazing.
Yeah, the energy was wonderful. I mean, it was a beautiful launch. You know, we've got 4 friends and family members headed to the moon. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, how does that make you feel as someone who, you know, is an astronaut as well, but also, as you said, friend?
Yeah, so proud of them. You know, man, we don't have the words in the English language to describe this kind of an event, and pride, love, so many emotions. You know, they are truly breaking some barriers, and hopefully, you know, as Gary just said, they've got a long day ahead of them, so wishing them well on everything, but so far, what a beautiful launch to watch.
Yeah, to be returning to the lunar orbit in more than 50 years. Maybe they go farther from Earth than any other humans before them. Maybe they see parts of the moon that we've never seen before. I mean, what a great start to what could be all of these milestones that we break in just a 10-day mission.
Yes, what a way to welcome in the Artemis generation.
Yeah, how do you feel? I mean, we saw some beautiful shots we were covering of course, the rocket, of course, the Earth falling away as we continued up into our ascents, but also some of those crowd shots where we saw young and old, just emotional, overcome by this history-making moment.
Man, we are going back to the moon for all, and we saw that today. We saw that in all the crowds. And yeah, you guys just saw that view, the sunrise or sunset, I guess. They just made it over the crest of the Earth, and you could see the sun peeking over. One of my favorite views from space, and I can't imagine what they're looking at now, and I can't wait to see what they're looking at in about 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, and you know, I know a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm surprised this launched on the first try, because we know, like any little thing, we have to be keeping safety in mind, and we want to make sure we're ready to go, but we were ready to go, and I think it surprised a lot of people. What a wonderful surprise on this Wednesday evening.
It did, you know, and it kind of surprised me as well, but you know, it's just a testament to the team here that has been working so hard on Artemis. You know, Artemis 1, we learned a ton of lessons. We learned a ton from the wet dress for Artemis 2. We were able to go in, fix those things. We even had a couple mishaps today, not mishaps, but a couple, you know, anomalies today that the team creatively came up with solutions for. It's just a testament to the teamwork that gets us to the moon.
And so we can continue to watch Christina, Reed, Victor, and Jeremy on their way now to the moon in Earth's orbit and awaiting the next in-flight milestones, deploying Orion's solar arrays. So why don't we get back in with Mission Control and Gary.
Hey, thank you, Megan. Again, we're following along in the action. It is a long day. They have a number of procedures they need to get to immediately in their timeline.
And Integrity Houston, cross-tie is on board per the FCDM.
We copy Houston, thank you. We copy Houston, thank you.
Cross-tie referring to...
Cross-tie referring to...
Flight controllers here initiating
a connection between some of the batteries aboard the Orion spacecraft,
allowing for an even distribution of power.
This is the flight control teams that took us through ascent of the Artemis 2 mission today.
Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes.
Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes of mission elapsed time. The Orion spacecraft integrity and the inner-rim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail to sun.
This room is so surprising to me.
It is in this
if you look at old photos of Mission Control, there's so many people, and each person at their station.
And read no action, we're looking at it.
But now we have one, maybe two people on what looks like 5 or 6 monitors.
Commander Reed Wiseman verifying what is being routed to his displays. Aboard integrity. Propulsion engineer confirming that no action is needed at this time. They're pressing through with their nominal procedures to prepare for the perigee raise maneuver, and of course the solar array wing deploy ahead of that. The solar ring wing deploy is a critical milestone. We'll continue to have our coverage follow the mission until that deployment. The successful launch is just the beginning. The deployment of the solar arrays and successful confirmation that those solar array wings are drawing power is a significant milestone, and says to the flight control teams that we will continue on today's mission. Power needs to be drawn to continue through some of the next milestones. Until then, the AOA open option that was called up upon ascent, the aboard once around, is the current option, and the board to orbit option ATO will be switched to a preferred mode at the time that the solar array wings are deployed and latched. It gives the flight control teams a little bit more flexibility.
Integrity Houston, update on TDRS handover for your pad.
Give us just 1 minute. Give us just 1 minute. And Stan, you can read it. Ike is ready to copy.
Roger. TDRS handover east to west expected 1 second earlier at 5:1 minutes 26 seconds.
Hi, Stan, we copy 1 second. Earlier for 5126 TDRS east to west, and saws are starting to deploy. Thermal knives are firing.
Thanks for the report. We concur. Thanks for the report.
Read back of the reports that you just heard on the Orion to Earth network. Integrity has maneuvered tail to sun. The RL-10 nozzle on the end of the ICPS is pointed towards the sun, and the solar array deployment sequence has begun. With the deployment confirmed, it'll be several minutes until they are what is called in a latched position. Once they are latched and confirmed to be drawing power, they can switch the mode to ATO and continue along the mission. The teacher's handover at the pad, that message meant the crew was provided some preliminary numbers of when to expect handovers between the tracking and data relay satellites. Currently orbiting Earth at an altitude of 545 statute miles above the Earth, they are in a near-Earth network communication system. The tracking and data relay satellites, geosynchronous satellites that are stationed about 23,000 miles above the Earth. After the apogee raise burn that occurs later today, the burn itself will put them in an altitude that surpasses the range of the tracking and data relay satellites, and they will transition to the deep space network today.
And integrity for prompt messages, we see 2 temperature measurements right near the line. It's a momentary message you saw earlier. We're going to suppress those. It's CM helium heater 2 T1 and heater 1 T1. They're going suppressed.
Integrity, thank you. We see the same. Integrity, thank you. We see the same.
I wish they would show us camera views. I like this. This is good. It shows us a graphic of what's happening in the different stages. But I think being able to see the view that the crew sees would be fantastic.
Minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. This is after a launch that began at 5:35 and 12 seconds Central Time, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, the orientation you're seeing from our aero visualization that translates some of the telemetry that we're getting from the spacecraft and puts it into a model so you can follow along on some of the milestones that we are following here. The RL-10 nozzle that you see at the left. The RL-10 nozzle that you see at the left end of your screen. Though it is currently not firing, that nozzle is pointed towards the sun, and the solar arrays are currently deploying. From this visualization, they look fully stowed in a position.
Integrity, we are happy to report that Jeremy has the O2 sensors on. Copy O2 sensors. Copy O2 sensors.
Commander Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Glover. Again, Commander Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Glover overseeing the deployment of the solar arrays. And we'll follow the attitude maneuver changes ahead of the first burn of the ICPS engine, the perigee raise maneuver.
Integrity Houston, we see 4 saws deployed and latched, ready for ATO preferred.
We're almost there in the procedure stand, and we see the same. Yeah, we're almost there in the procedure stand, and we see the same thing.
Integrity Houston, we are seeing a 7-second miscompare between the MET on Orion and ICPS. We'd like you to read us the MET from your center status bar and for the ICPS on StackSum.
And Stan, we see a absolutely precise alignment. MET 25, 14, 15, 16, precisely aligned with ICPS MET.
It's funny how a lot of this conversation...
Copy, thank you for that.
It's funny how a lot of this conversation is, do you see what I see? Yes, I see what you see. Making sure everyone's on the same page and all the milestones are being met.
This is Mission Control Houston, 25 minutes, 45 seconds. This is Mission Control Houston, 25 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight of Artemis 2. We have confirmation that all 4 solar array wings are deployed and latched. This is the configuration needed to switch to ATO preferred, which you did hear confirmed from pilot Victor Glover. That mode has been switched. There's also a discussion with Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman about the alignment of the MET clocks on the Orion spacecraft and the ICPS. Commander Reed Wiseman confirmed the clocks are in sync, no issues. They're going to investigate it on the ground. We're proceeding with today's mission. 26 minutes of mission elapsed time and counting.
Wanted to take a pause here. I believe I've muted the audio of the NASA live stream, but I just wanted to say hello to everyone who is on live right now. Thank you so much, Moonmakers, for joining. I don't know how many of you have been following the preparation for launch this morning, but this has been my day watching NASA's live stream.
This is Mission Control Houston. We're approaching 28 minutes. This is Mission Control Houston. We're approaching 28 minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission.
We've had a successful liftoff.
At this point, we've had a successful liftoff from the pad at 5:35 p.m. and 12 seconds p.m. Central Time, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time.
We've had a good main engine cutoff, core stage separation.
We've had a good main engine cutoff, core stage separation, and a good trajectory to begin today's mission.
Okay.
Right now, the spacecraft has maneuvered tail
Hopefully,
to sun.
the audio has been muted
maneuver
correctly
into,
now.
The burn attitude.
I'm not very good
This is
with
where
the sound technical aspect of sound and making sure audio works. So hopefully that worked. But thank you so much for joining. It was a very exciting day seeing the astronauts wake up, get dressed, and prepared for launch. Up until a little while ago, NASA wasn't sure if the launch was a go. They paused the timer down at T-minus 10 minutes to do final checks. And then once the team was ready, they had a 90% chance of launch.
Reading up to the crew of Integrity. They will
and
the navigation
liftoff. That was great.
One, standing by for
very exciting. I hadn't planned on doing a live today. So this is nice. I woke up to seeing the news. Thank you so much for joining. I think for the next few days, I may be posting more content about the 10-day journey in low of normal programming. We'll see. I do have a couple long-form videos that I am working on. Those take a lot more time than the shorts, but hopefully I'll be able to get that all done and posted onto the channel.
Continue to evaluate that everything is good before committing to that burn. The perigee raise maneuver does raise the perigee, the lowest point in the orbit.
A Moonwaker had yoga earlier. Oh, well, that's exciting.
Mile mark is needed to continue in low Earth orbit and hit the target for the
nobody
raise burn.
has watched Project Hail Mary yet. I haven't watched it. I'm very excited. I would love to watch that, but haven't had a chance. So if you've watched it, don't spoil it.
And head to the moon tomorrow. The burn duration of the perigee raise maneuver is 26
It's unfortunate
seconds.
They're not showing more
burn,
of the camera view. I loved being able to see the liftoff and watching them go up and being able to see Earth from above. And then that one view where there was just a tiny sliver of blue, that was beautiful.
Around the Earth right now.
Oh, Moonmaker says they're planning to watch Project Hail Mary this weekend. Ooh, you'll have to let me know how it goes. I don't think I'll be able to watch it until next week. But I've heard from friends that it was really good. And these are friends who have read the book, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how the movie turns out.
Actually closer to the apogee. But what it does
so I'm not sure how much longer the live stream for NASA will go for. But I think this is a good time to say hello to everybody.
I'd
love to hear your thoughts if you have any, or just hear how your day is going, how your week is going. It's been a while. I haven't had a chance to do a mission briefing live stream. So thank you for your patience. Ooh, a Moonwaker says their friend has seen the movie 3 or 4 times and probably seeing it again today. Wow, must be really good.
Plenty of margin before the perigee raise maneuver cutoff happens and the trajectory is analyzed to see whether it was a good burn.
Maybe for the next 2 weeks, I will post videos about how the Artemis 2 mission is going.
Again, for those sticking with us on NASA Plus and following along on our coverage,
we well, it must be very, very good if they've already seen it 3 or 4 times.
The mission until
actually, that reminds me, I watched The Martian multiple times in the theater and multiple times at home as well. It's a very good movie, so I'm wondering how The Martian compares to Project Hail Mary. And maybe one of these days we can watch The Martian together on Twitch.
Again, we will continue coverage 24/7 at the NASA YouTube channel. For those that want to see,
thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and pause the NASA live stream.
NASA Plus and other streaming platforms. You can go to nasa.gov to find.
And then, let's see. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon. It was good seeing everyone. I'll see you soon. And in the meantime, if you're able to, definitely stay connected with what's going on in the Artemis 2 mission. Yeah, maybe it would be really fun to watch The Martian together and then compare that to Project Hail Mary when it comes out. Aw. Thank you for joining the live stream, Moonwaker. I appreciate it. It was a impromptu live stream, so I'm glad you were able to join. For impromptu live streams and random things, feel free to follow my Twitter. That's where I'll be posting things like this. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Thank you, thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Moonmakers.